Hello, and welcome to Not Boring English. Today's story is called A New Recipe for Dinner, and it is perfect for learners at the A1 and A2 levels. As you listen, please pause the video to practice the shadowing technique. This means you listen and then repeat after me to improve your pronunciation and fluency. If I speak too fast, you can change the playback speed in the settings to slow down the video. Let's start the story. A new recipe for dinner. My name is Mia. I love my friend, David. He is a very good friend. This week, he had a very difficult week at work. I wanted to do something nice for him. So, I invited him to my apartment for dinner on Friday night. "I will cook for you," I said on the phone. "That is so nice of you, Mia." "Thank you," he said. After the phone call, I started to think, what should I cook? I usually cook very simple food. My favorite thing to cook is pasta. It is easy, and I always make it well. But I wanted to do something special for David. I wanted to try something new. I went to my computer and I searched for recipes. I typed easy and delicious dinner recipes. Many pictures came up on the screen. I saw pictures of fish, of soup, and of salads. Then I saw a picture that looked wonderful. It was a picture of roasted chicken with many colorful vegetables. It looked so healthy and delicious. I clicked on the picture. The recipe opened. I read the instructions. The recipe had chicken, broccoli, carrots, onions, and potatoes. It also had some spices like garlic powder and paprika. The instructions seemed clear. There were 5 steps. It looked a little difficult, but not too difficult. I thought, I can do this. This will be a special dinner. So, I took out a piece of paper and a pen. I wrote down my shopping list. I needed to buy all the ingredients. I wrote 1 chicken, 1 head of broccoli, 3 carrots, 2 onions, 4 potatoes, garlic powder, and paprika. My list was ready. I took my bag and went to the supermarket. The supermarket is near my apartment. I walked there. Inside the store, I got a shopping cart. First, I went to the vegetable section. I found the carrots. They were bright orange. I put 3 carrots in my bag. Then, I found the onions and the potatoes. I found the broccoli. It was very green and looked fresh. Next, I went to the meat section. I found the chicken. I chose a nice one. Finally, I went to the aisle with the spices. I looked for garlic powder. I found it. Then I looked for paprika. It took me a few minutes, but I found it too. It was in a small red bottle. I had everything on my list. I went to the checkout, paid for my food, and walked home. I was excited. I was also a little nervous. I really wanted the dinner to be good. Back in my kitchen, I put all the groceries on the counter. I opened my computer to see the recipe again. Step 1 was to prepare the vegetables. First, I washed my hands with soap and water. Then, I took the vegetables out of the bag. I washed the carrots and the broccoli and the potatoes. I peeled the carrots and the onions. Peeling onions sometimes makes me cry, but this time It was okay. Next, I needed to cut everything. I got a big cutting board and a knife. I was very careful with the knife. I cut the carrots into small, round pieces. I cut the potatoes into cubes. I cut the broccoli into little trees. I cut the onion into thin slices. This took a lot of time. Cutting vegetables is hard work. After all the vegetables were cut, I put them all into a big bowl. The bowl was full of color. It had orange from the carrots, green from the broccoli, white from the onions, and brown from the potatoes. It looked beautiful. Step 2 was to add the spices. The recipe said to add olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. I poured some olive oil into the bowl. I added some salt and pepper. Then I opened the new bottle of garlic powder. I sprinkled it on the vegetables. Next was the paprika. The bottle was new. The top was sealed. I tried to open it, but it was difficult. I twisted it hard. Suddenly, the top came off very fast. A lot of red paprika powder fell out. It went all over the vegetables. Whoosh! "Oh no," I said out loud. There was too much paprika. The recipe said 1 teaspoon. This looked like 5 teaspoons. The vegetables were all covered in red powder. My heart started to beat fast. I felt worried. Is the dinner ruined? Will it be too spicy? David does not like very spicy food. I thought about throwing the vegetables away and starting again, but I did not have any more vegetables. I did not know what to do. I felt sad for a minute. Then I thought, "Okay, Mia, do not panic. Think." I tasted a small piece of carrot with the paprika. It was very strong. Too strong. How can I fix this? I looked around my kitchen. I saw a lemon. I had an idea. Maybe lemon juice can help? The fresh taste of lemon could make the spicy taste less strong. It was a risk, but I had to try something. I cut the lemon in half. I squeezed the juice from one half of the lemon into the bowl. I mixed everything together very well. I tasted another piece of carrot. It was better. It was still spicy, but now it also tasted fresh and a little sour. It was a new taste. It was interesting. It was not the recipe, but maybe it was okay. I felt a little bit better. I put the chicken and all the vegetables into a big pan. I put the pan in the hot oven. The recipe said to cook for 1 hour. While it was cooking, the kitchen started to smell so good. It was a warm, spicy, and delicious smell. After 1 hour, I took the dinner out of the oven. It looked beautiful. The chicken was golden brown, and the vegetables were soft. I was still nervous, but also proud. I made this. Just then, the doorbell rang. It was David. He came in and said, "Wow, it smells amazing in here, Mia." We sat at the table. I put the food on his plate. He looked at the chicken and vegetables. "This looks so professional," he said. I was so nervous. I watched him take the first bite. He closed his eyes for a moment. Then he opened them and looked at me. He had a big smile on his face. "Mia," he said, "this is incredible. It is so delicious. What is this flavor? It's a little spicy, but also fresh. I love it. This is the best meal you have ever made. I was so happy. I started to laugh. I told him about my mistake with the paprika and my idea with the lemon. He laughed too. He said, "Well, it was a happy mistake. You should always make it this way. You are a great cook." We ate all the food and we talked for hours. It was the perfect dinner. I learned something important that night. It is good to try new things. And even if you make a mistake, sometimes that mistake can create something new and wonderful. Comprehension. Questions. Now, I will ask a few questions about the story to check your comprehension. Try to answer these questions in the comments section below to practice your English writing. 1. Why did the narrator want to cook a new recipe instead of her usual pasta? 2. What mistake did she make while she was adding the spices? 3. How did her friend, David, react when he tasted the dinner? Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it. For more practice, I suggest you listen to the story again, this time using the shadowing technique to repeat after me. Do you like to cook? What is your favorite food to make for your friends? Let me know in the comments, and please subscribe for more stories to help you on your English journey. See you next time.